We're still talking about insecurity in Nigeria.
Yes.
We're talking about governance. We're talking about if you're strong, let that strength be reflected in government.
That's right.
And so this is a very important case of headers. We're still talking about Plateau State, right?
Yes.
And many people will be surprised that down south we still have this. As well as the kingdom, this is not the first time we're having northern elements in the community.
Yes.
1895, the people that are called Hausa Elele today came with the regimental police or the British Army. Then they were who came for the emancipation of the region. You know that.
Absolutely.
And they came with Captain Woodman and all that, and some of them settled. And from 1895 today, we still have an Hausa community in that town. And but the new phenomenon is the headers menace, where they roam about in the bush, harass women, their animals destroy farms. I had a case of an assault where they said they kept the hand of a man on the wood and cut his fingers. And these things are happening. So it came to a point where the king had to summon all the security chiefs in the local government, and of course he was giving that peace, because it is good to be proactive.
Absolutely.
The commander at the Army Barrack at Elele,
yes,
the area commander, the DSS, the DPO, and all that, to look at the matter. And the community people, especially women, are complaining about strange elements that stray into the community, looking very suspicious. And to them, this is some kind of time bomb. People sitting on a keg of gunpowder down in the southern part of Nigeria. We're not talking about Middle Belt, the Plateau State, where they have almost been decimated by such intrusions. What does it hold for peace for River State, for example? I heard the same stories coming from Eche and some part of Omok too.
I found out. First of all, let me start this way. I was born into an agrarian society or community in those days, and I normally, see the Hausas or whatever Fulani people as they call them, the cattle headers. They were very friendly with us. My father was a farmer. The moment their cattle is grazing and is coming close to our farmland, you see the Hausa Fulani will come and flog the cattle and take them out of even close out of that precinct of our farmland. You come
from northern part of the Edo State.
Yes.
Okay, so you are.
So we were always going together. And in my town where I come from, there's a place they call Zongo. Zongo was known as Hausa land in my place. Because they know that if my mother wants to send us somewhere close, say go to Zongo. You understand? And when you talk about Zongo, we know that it's populated by the Hausas.
Yeah.
And we look at them. Some of them were born there. Even some old Hausa people I met that were senior to me. My father told me that their father's father, came to meet their father. So
just like the Hausa Elele, 1895. It's not today.
We cohabited in peace. But something now happened, which the Nigerian government has not been able to checkmate or check or find out why this violent, orchestration by the Fulani herdsmen all over Nigeria. I know that Professor Ali Mazrui once described the Tuaregs as very tenacious and bellicose.
Stateless.
You understand? And they are stateless. That they are the real Tuareg, is like just a Fulani man. He does not have a home. He carries he carries everything he has in life with his cattle. But time has gone past that era where you graze your cattle from far away Niger Republic to Sokoto down to the south here. And most states have enacted anti-grazing laws that are in operation. In River State, it is in operation. So where is the law? Why is the law not being executed? If you have a belligerent herders community or a herders group, the police will be able to checkmate them, security will be able to checkmate them. You cannot graze and allow your animals to feed on crops of people who depend on those particular crops for their daily living, and you think they will not be happy. So this is the time the government of Rivers State has to look at this particular complaint, because this is how the Jos and Plateau whatever started. It was not nipped in the bud. Before you knew, it escalated and there were killings. In Elele, for instance, Elele has a large community of Hausa Fulani, yes, as the case may be, like you rightly said,
almost indigenous.
You understand? So these are issues. So if any violence comes out there, it's going to be very bloody. And now that they have raised this complaint, I believe that the government should act very quickly and proactively, and not reactively. When it now started, they begin to set up panel of inquiries. It is to go and look at why this happened. I want to tell them, that the government should hold anybody responsible that wants to create any problem in that community, because one, section 14 sub 2b talks about security and welfare of the Nigerian people. So if you cannot secure the people, security means in this kind of situation where a man trespasses to my own property, and at the end of the day I'm helpless and hapless, because I feel that he has superior power of arms, or maybe strength, to kind of bring me down. I will wake up one morning and say, no, enough is enough, and before you know, it might snowball into what we don't anticipate. So government must have to intervene, wade into this quickly, and be proactive about it, not reactive.